started.
Wow. Okay, it's not a rock concert. And Whoopi is still on the mend. We're hoping she'll be back here soon, maybe next week. We'll see. Hurry back, Whoopi, and get well. I think I have to do the show, though. You see here. I need the camera. Oh, my God. Sit in my chair. Why are you standing? Sit down. Oh, I'm like... I know. I tell you, we did not know. That Brian kept his big bazoo shut for once in his life. No one told us a thing.
What we're doing. Seriously, you can never leave me again. Ever. You cannot leave the show. We missed you so much.
We are shocked personally.
This show never keeps secrets.
I thought next week. So, Whoopi, how are you feeling?
So, This is my first foray out.
Yeah.
I am, I'm not there yet. I know that. But the only way it's going to get better is if I begin. So this is my beginning. So
right.
I thought, yeah, right. Makeup helps. Makeup helps. So I still have a cough. And that's the last thing to go, apparently. Okay. But over the next week and a half, I will start to be here more often. But I wanted the first foray to come see y'all, because I really kind of missed y'all.
Oh, no, we missed you too. Every day we talk about how you're on the mend and coming back soon.
And we've missed you so much.
My favorite thing of
everything. She almost went into labor just now.
I
went into labor.
I think some people actually thought you had left the country because of Trump.
No, I think some people said to me, so, how did you get pregnant? And I couldn't figure out what they were talking about. And then I remembered that you had said, she's on maternity leave.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, we did say that. You did joke about that.
It's sad that some people have no sense of humor.
Well, they did. I thought it was just, I was like, no. Eggs are gone.
Yeah. You look great.
I think you lost weight.
No, I'm the only person who can go into the hospital for 3 weeks and put weight on.
Did you really?
Yes,
well, you're sitting. Yes, I can't tell.
Yeah, you can.
Will you share?
Can we say really though how scary this medical emergency was? I mean, it was very, very serious.
Yeah, it was as. There's death, and here's me.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
Yeah.
And so this is stuff that, really for everybody, you think you can push through because you got a little cold, you say, I'm going to just keep going, and you think because you've healed quick before that something crazy can't happen. Well, it can. At double pneumonia and sepsis, and so they had to keep.
Sepsis is dangerous.
Sepsis is, and double pneumonia will also kill you.
Yeah.
You know, and so they had to pump a lot of stuff out of me. So, you know, this is a cautionary tale for all of us.
Right.
You must really take care of yourself because there's little tiny stuff out there that will kill you that you never think of. You know, Puffy's wife
died of this.
went from pneumonia. And yes, I mean, there are so
When
many.
did you know that? Because you were here and you
When I
had
was
a
at the
cough for weeks.
hospital, when I went to when they took me to the hospital, and the guy said to me, "What color is that?" Talking about my face, because I was some weird color, and he touched me and said, "Oh, this is not going to put the thing." And he's like, "Oh, 102.
Yeah.
That's not good."
How did you know something was wrong? Because you called.
I called. So I live in the middle of nowhere, where I really like, and no one was home. And so I called my work partner, Tom, and I said, I think I have to go to the hospital. Now, he's in New York. He was here. And he was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I think you should call the ambulance for me." He said, "You know, I'm in New York right now." I was like, "Yeah." And so he called the ambulance, and then we called Karen, and then my granddaughter came, and all kinds of stuff. And
Karen is
makeup.
Wait, okay, you gotta tell the story about Karen.
So Karen is called, and she literally leaps out of bed. Now, Karen is always Karen.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay? Karen.
She's a glamorous makeup artist.
I tell you that she leapt out of the bed because she was asleep. She leapt out of the bed, got in the car. I don't even know what she had on. She came to my house. They get me to the hospital. The doctors are trying to get blood out of me. They're doing all kind of stuff, and I hear,
putting makeup on you?
and I say, Karen, because she's in the next cubicle because they've separated. I said, "Karen." She said, "What, baby, you okay?" I say, "Are you putting on your makeup and lashes?" She said, "Yes, baby, because..." No, she said, "No, because, you know, I got a donut on my car, and if the police stop me, I got to look good." I mean, it was a lot.
That's funny.
Can you share what the doctor said about your X-ray?
Which one?
The X-ray that he had never seen that before on.
Yeah. So, you know, when you look at an X-ray, you see your lungs and stuff. And on the one he looked at, there was a really good-looking lung and really clear, like, I'm a lung. And then there was like this other thing where you should be able to see the diaphragm. There's nothing but white. Which meant there was stuff in there.
Wow.
So this was like really bad.
Was that the scariest moment when looking back? Was that
No, the
point?
scariest moment was hearing my doctor say to me, "You do realize how close to death you were."
Yeah.
That was like, no, actually, I hadn't thought of it.
Yeah.
He said, "Well,
thanks for
you need to think of it.
Yeah.
You need to be really clear about
Well, you
what
were
this
coughing.
is."
Even when
November.
From November, she had been coughing and coughing.
What's your
and
prognosis right now?
Prognosis is I'm not supposed to be here, but I got permission.
What are you supposed to be doing? Stay in bed?
No, not in bed. You need to just be upright and not be around a whole bunch of folks.
Right.
Because you're...
Oh, good.
Hello.
Great.
Shall we empty the house?
No, because you're suddenly now, my immune system is challenged. Yeah. So I'm supposed to just like
Ease back.
ease back in, and I will.
So
will
you're going to come in next week at all, do you think?
Yes, I'm going to probably try to come in Monday.
So tell me this: did folks recognize you when you were at the hospital?
So no.
was kind of off to the
Here's the crazy thing. So people come and they're visiting,
Bye, Karen.
and one of the women that comes into the room recognizes this one, but she's not sure
Yeah.
Were you? It was these two.
I was like,
And she's like,
We all went to visit you. They
yes,
weren't together.
everybody went to visit, but on this day that she's talking about, this woman comes in and she's, doing stuff in the room, and she says, you look like that lady from The View.
yeah.
This one says, I hate that show. I don't watch that show. Those women talk too much. And she looks over and says, you look familiar too. She said, I don't know. I'm just me. I'm just me. Yeah.
I'm just a chicken farmer.
And Candy is there.
Our other EP.
Our EP.
The EP. And she starts to sort of shoot this little video of the woman saying, I like to watch that. She said, I love that little Meghan McCain. I love all the ladies. They're very nice. They're smart. Sometimes they get a little loud. This one, yeah, but they're too loud for me. It's too much for me. And the woman goes on and on and on.
Wait, and who did you say you were?
I said I was Whoopi's cousin or something.
Did she believe you?
Yes.
Oh, she did.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, you finally told her in the end.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see her again.
Oh.
Surprise! It was and I wanna thank everybody. I want to thank TMZ for not trying to find me in the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled that everybody kept the secret that I was in and that it was as bad as it was. You guys were great. They all came to see me at different times, and it was a little hard. It was kind of scary and scary for everybody, but I'm here, and I'm here to tell you we got to make some changes in our plans. And I'm going to say this really quick because I know you got to go. Oh, got to go now.
Welcome back,
Wait,
Whoopi.
We're coming back with more from Whoopi. You want to hold the story?
Yeah, I'll hold the story.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Tomorrow, what will happen when the governor of California, who just made big news by suspending the death penalty in his state, faces the women of The View live? And what's his response to the president, calling it a betrayal to victims' families? Tomorrow.
We had no idea she was coming back. Apparently, Brian can keep a secret, which I was shocked to see.
Yeah.
Shocking.
And we're so excited to have you back.
You guys look like a black and white cookie.
Ebony and Ivory.
That's right.
So, finish the story, if you will, of what you were saying.
So one of the things that I discovered, and I'm sure many people already know this, is that your insurance really doesn't do much for you. And the people who are saying no to you in insurance are not doctors. They are people who are looking at algorithms and things. And it got me to thinking, why is it that I've been paying insurance for almost 60 years and it hasn't rolled over? You know what I mean? Who told them they could use that money when I wasn't using it? So I kind of feel like this is something that, I don't know, some of those freshmen want to hook their fingers into something, hook their teeth into something, because I feel like if you're paying into your insurance, that money should roll over until you need it. Until you need it. It should be your insurance policy. I don't understand. Well, I know it's a business, and I don't mind them taking a little bit, but I don't remember when they said, well, we're just going to keep all this money, because people are busting their chops to pay this insurance.
Yeah. But don't they use the money also for other sick people? The money gets circulated for other sick
I don't
people.
know. I don't know what they do with it. I think they should sort of explain some of it, because everybody pays it. Everybody who pays into insurance, you should have some of that money should be sitting there for you in case you get really sick.
But
I was lucky.
As you had your issues with the insurance, and as I hear you talk, I can only think of the people who haven't had insurance.
That's right.
And you know what it's like for them, knowing they don't have the resources.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you
And
can
that's
go
why
to the
we all have to
poorhouse
have
very
that
quickly.
level of
People
empathy.
go into financial ruin over one illness.
It's insane, and you think to yourself, well, I've been paying all this, and then I have to tell you this quick story. This lady came and she said, I'm your advocate. I said, okay. She said, because my doctor said you need this machine. If you do the machine and you do this breathing thing, you won't have to get this operation. I was like, great, let me do it. But you have to stay in the hospital because the machine is only here, but we'll try to get it to your house. So I said, okay. So I wait. I'm in the hospital an extra day, another extra day. I said, what's going on? I said, well, your insurance has said no to this. I said, well, can I lease it? Can I rent it? She said, well, I really don't know. I was like, well, this can't be the first time somebody has come in with this. What are you talking about? So then it turns out my doctor wants me to get a very specific machine, which the advocate is trying to give me a different machine. Okay? She's trying to get me something different. So I say, listen, I have to advocate for myself because clearly you are taking your cue from somebody who doesn't know what the doctor is telling me to do. Why would he lie? It's not like he's making money on it.
Yeah.
So if the doctor says this is what you need, I feel like you should listen to the doctor.
Yes.
The insurance people should listen to the doctor. They're not there to spend your money. They're there to cure the people who are ill. These are things that we have the power to take care of. This is us. This is us. So this is my new mission. I want my money. Tell me where you're putting my money. If you're putting my money in places that I'm comfortable, okay, but 60 years of insurance money, and you telling me I can't get this machine? Bitch, I can buy the machine. You know? You could have bought the machine. But, you know what I mean? But if people need it and the doctor says you need it, I think doctors should not be on insurance boards. That's, to me, is a conflict of interest. Doctors don't belong on insurance boards because doctors' job is to do no harm. When insurance denies your child or your mother or your aunt something, they are doing harm. Y'all have to be the advocate for yourself. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
By the way, how's the cat doing? I thought about him a lot through this process.
Oliver, your cat.
I will send you all privately a picture that I took of how Oliver dealt with the fact. Hey, I came home, I was sitting in a chair, he's looking at me, I'm looking at him, I'm petting him, and there's like a little cat fart, and I think, oh, I know that's not. But then I look at him, and he's like this. And my mind is saying, well, why is he hunching? He doesn't usually hunch unless he's about to, oh no! He pooped in my lap.
Oh, God, no. Ew.
That's a welcome home.
Angry.
That's his way of saying I love
home.
So, do you all mind if I wrap up my time with you? I just want to come and see you.
You welcome home. You are the first lady of The View, and we miss you deeply. And I am so happy you are okay.
We all are very happy to have you back.
We're all the first ladies. Thank you.
Well, your hair is damn good.
You look great.
And also, next week when you come back, let me say this, there's a lasagna waiting for you.
Yes. We'll be right back.
It's like the same way Trump looks at Putin, you know? that adoring, Nancy Reagan had it, you know, they were. So there are 13 Democratic candidates officially running and 3 who are looking into it.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about Beto? Just one point when we was talking about health care. He believes in health care for everybody, but he doesn't believe in single payer.
Yeah.
So I presume that means extending Obamacare. Am I right?
Or dual system. He believes you can have a private insurance system and also
And
perhaps have a government-run system
I like
as well.
that.
But I think he's seeing that the candidates that you've mentioned, a lot of them have moved a little bit more progressive on something like healthcare, for example, that he sees more of a lane for him. I think Biden may take that. He should be concerned if Biden jumps in. Where he can, because in Iowa right now, he is campaigning, and I think it's 8 districts that were won by Obama and then won by Trump. So in his mind, it's how do I capture the swing vote? How do I capture not just Democrats, but people that I can bring over from Trump? The article, full disclosure here, when my dad announced right after he did it, Annie Leibovitz spread, which is what he did in Vogue, and that was probably the worst decision that my dad made running for president, because you're appealing to the elite media. When people in Iowa are not waking up and reading Vogue, they're not waking up and reading Vanity Fair. And I hope he has better success than our family had.
But I do think, I agree with her. I think it looks a little too polished, a little too contrived, too scripted, a little too perfect. You know, every hair out of place, the perfect dog.
It's so insulting to the people in the middle of the country.
But
we're supposed to put in fishing and tackling. I mean, it's insulting.
Well,
they read Vanity Fair.
I love fishing and tackling.
But they read Vanity Fair in Iowa too.
They do, but they care more. There's adages in politics that still haven't changed even in the Trump years, and one of it is always start local and then go national. He should be at the Des Moines Register, the Concord Monitor in New Hampshire. He should be doing local press.
I'm sure he will.
With local. But when you blast it out, I'm the Vanity Fair cover. By the way, I would like to show Marco Rubio on Time Magazine's cover as the savior in 2013, and Elizabeth Warren, a New York Magazine front runner. These things I'm very superstitious about things like this. You want to come out blasting that you're out front first. We all know how it ended up working for Marco Rubio, and Elizabeth Warren ain't pulling too well right now.
I'm just thrilled that there are so many people that are willing to serve our country. I want to hear more. I want to hear more from everyone, and I'm thrilled that people are willing to take on a disaster of administration.
There's going to be a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy, a lot of variety, a lot of attention, a lot of media coverage. I think it's going to be a fun primary for Democrats.
And I think Beto O'Rourke should come on The View. We'll be right back.
Me too.
The View would like to thank Apple and Eve for providing our entire studio audience with a bottle of their delicious juice.
Welcome back. So apparently, before we go to a topic, I just want to say that Trump, good for you for taking my advice about grounding those planes, because he did that. I know you watch the show, so don't pretend you don't.
Exactly.
Okay, apparently men and women are on completely different schedules when it comes to sexy time. Studies found that women are most in the mood at 11:21 p.m. Exactly. For men, they want to do it at 7:54 a.m. To me, this is a good case for same-sex marriage, frankly.
That's true. Good. That is good. That's true.
So Frisky Brian over there says he sent Alexa a text, set all the alarm clocks to 11:21 p.m.
But what's your problem?
Well, my real question is, how does daylight savings time figure in?
God.
Unclear.
What do you think? It's really true. I mean,
well, when you're pregnant, any time of day, or it's like either don't touch me or there's no in between. But last night, for example, like women worry more. So I feel like we're just up. Like I have a hard time falling asleep, especially now. Last night I looked over, he's just snoring away. Not a worry in the world. I have my big pregnancy pillow between my legs. I got to get up to pee. I'm thinking about our dog.
That sounds so sexy.
It is very sexy. It is very sexy. But it is true about men, by the way. Early in the morning, I don't think anyone here can disagree with that one.
Because they're rested, so to speak.
Yeah. Honey, listen, I'm married to a 70-year-old Cuban. Whenever he's ready, I'm ready. Dime, papi.
All I can say is thank you, Viagra.
I guess it's tough for us.
You want me to say it to you in Spanish?
Say, gracias. Gracias, Viagra.
I don't know. All right, everyone. Okay.
7:54 a.m. I mean, I am actually a night owl, but my husband's a surgeon. I mean, he's at 7:54 a.m. He's at the hospital already.
That you should worry about
feeling hot and bothered at the hospital already.
Oh, God. Here we go with the jealousy.
Here we go.
Now
She's ridiculous.
I think we should talk about Brian's sex life again. I think Brian's sex life. If I have to sit through this, so do you. Okay? I'm not talking about it.
I don't know.
Yeah, what about Brian and his wife?
We're moving on.
Your poor wife, Brian. What about you, Joy?
I can say get off of me any time of day.
No, wait, so you have a formula.
Yeah, I do.
Yes,
You want to have a great sex life and you're married a long time and you're really sick of each other. But he still wants to do it, usually, more than you do. This is for the women. Totally empty stomach, martini in the afternoon at a hotel. Or a motel, even sleazier.
Yeah.
Because and don't eat. No eating.
I asked
so it goes
why
straight
no
to the blood.
food.
No food, because you want that booze to go right to your head and other places.
So it sounds to me like you've hit upon a new diet.
Yeah.
It's intermittent fasting sex.
Well, because we're not always in the mood when they are. We just said this will put you in the zone.
I also asked why the hotel.
Well, you want to go to a new place. It's the same old bedroom. You get sick of it.
Joy, you've lost 8.5 pounds in the last
I have, yes.
How many martinis? How many martinis have you been drinking?
I'm just telling you, look, this is a year of experience. I've been through 2 husbands, a few boyfriends. This is what it is, okay? We'll be right back. Just listen to me.
I'm Lady Bryant here for my new show, Shrill, but who cares about that? Welcome back, Whoopi! Woo! Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Very funny lady. You've been on SNL for what, 7 years now?
7 years.
Wow,
yeah.
that's a long time.
You're telling me.
Yeah, because they eat up people over there.
Yeah.
You must be good.
Oh, well.
You also were nominated this year for an Emmy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I understand that you really scored a great seat between Justin Timberlake and Milo Ventimiglia.
What can I say?
Who smells better?
Tough to... I was sniffing all around. I was like, soaking it all in.
Wow. That's amazing.
I do what I have to.
I'm with you. I'm so upset they killed him from This Is Us.
I know.
And now you and your BFF, Kate McKinnon.
Yeah.
You often write together. You did skits together when she's still there. You do the funniest. She's hilarious also. The two of you are so funny ladies. How does that work out for the two of you writing together? How does that work?
I mean, it's great. We started together, so there's like a natural, we've been in the trenches together, so we love to write together and do sketches together because I always, we laugh at each other and that makes it harder to get through the sketches, but it's worth it.
Do you have to fight to get your sketches on, or is it really easy?
It's a fight, but I mean, that's kind of part of what SNL is it is merit-based, If you can write a good sketch, it'll get on. And I think that's like kind of a cool process.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Lorne is the captain. He makes the decision.
And absolutely, and Captain, thank you.
Yeah, 80, I'm so excited you're here because we're both from Phoenix. We went to the same high school. I was 2 years older than you. 2 years above her. Xavier, what's up? Woo! 2 chicks on mainstream TV.
Hello.
You also impersonate me on SNL, and I loved it, by the way. I love this move. Yes. I loved it. I loved it. Oh, but when you impersonate people, do you ever worry they'll get mad?
Of course, yeah. That's the nightmare of it, I think. But you were very kind about it.
I wear them almost every day, so thank you for getting my clothes right.
I did what I could. Yeah, it is kind of scary, but I feel like you try to kind of just boil them down to like what's an interesting quality about them and then kind of blow that up bigger and hope that they have a sense of humor about it, which you did, and thank you.
Did you ever get blowback?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there have been people who didn't like it. I've never heard anything from Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and so I just assume she loves it. Yeah, right.
Don't assume that.
We'll stay with yourself.
Yeah, okay.
Well, your new show on Hulu, Shrill, is hilarious. It's so funny, and it's based on the memoir by fat acceptance activist Lindy West. It's already been called one of the most body positive shows ever. Tell our audience about it.
Yeah, I mean, so it's based on this book by Lindy West, and her essays oftentimes are dealing with the topic of how often women get sidelined with obsessing over their bodies and hating themselves, essentially, and that, we've all been taught for a long time that there's sort of one way to be, and if you're not that, then you're not worthy of a life that's full of things, and that you can't start your life until you're thin. That's the idea. And so Lindy, and what this book is about, is really getting to the point where you're like, I don't want to do that anymore. And I want to stop putting all my time and money and energy into trying to make my thighs smaller and instead trying to go after my dreams. And that's what the show's about. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And you say that some of
the specific plot lines are based on some of your real life experiences.
Yeah.
I have a question. One of the plot lines has a personal trainer going up to you and talking about that there's a skinny person trying to break free from in your body?
Yeah, so in the first episode, there's a moment where a personal trainer kind of grabs my wrist and she's like, you're a small person underneath there. You're not meant to carry around all this extra weight. And that's something someone really said to me, and I think she was well-intentioned. I think she thought she was helping me, but that kind of tossed off comment can be so hurtful.
Yeah.
And at least for me, I think for most of my life, I just sort of was like, thank you, yes. And I think part of what the show is about is trying to stop that sort of cycle and just feeling like, okay, I can stand up for myself and I can say that doesn't make me feel okay.
Let me give you a suggestion for what you tell that personal trainer.
Ooh.
There's a fat person dying to come out of you. And she's starving.
She's looking to have a little fun.
But listen, you in this new show, you talk about you've struggled with your weight your entire life. You know, I can relate.
Sure.
And you talk about reclaiming the word fat.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of ways to think about it, but I know for myself, I spent most of my life living in fear that someone would call me fat, and so afraid of that label. And I think part of what Lindy's book really did for me was kind of reframe that and look at it as it's a descriptor, you know, and not a slur. And that it's true, I'm fat. But I'm also smart and creative and funny and a good writer and I'm talented.
And you're also very sexy. And you own it in this show, and you show a lot of your body.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed with that.
What did your parents think about that?
And wow, yeah. You know, I mean, my parents, I think they're incredibly proud of me, and they know that I've sort of pushed myself in this series, but there are sex scenes.
There are,
And, you know.
But you look good in it.
Thank you.
You do.
But
I was like, what's the big
I mean, the first thing they said was like, do you have to make the noises? And I was like, yeah.
Silence would be worse.
Silence would be worse, or someone dubbing in to make noises for me would also be bad. So, yeah, but they're really proud. Yeah.
Another issue that you tackle is online trolls, online bullying. You actually quit Twitter, which I'm so impressed by that, too. How has cyberbullying affected you in real life?
Yeah, I mean, I think I sort of lived a quiet life on Twitter and was fine, and then I started playing Sarah Huckabee Sanders, and suddenly I was in this lightning storm, and I would get 50% of trolls saying, you know, you're a fat, ugly pig who shouldn't play this strong, independent woman, and half of them saying, you're too beautiful to play that fat, ugly, lying pig. And ultimately, I think it reduced both of us to our appearance, which is revolting and not okay. And I just started to feel like, why have this channel to receive these messages, you know? And if this is going to be a toxic place, I don't need to be in there.
Good girl.
Thank you.
And I bet you a lot of them are watching.
Well, we're so happy for your success.
Thank you.
And we're happy for your parents.
Thank you.
And our high school.
And we're happy for your high school.
Oh, yes.
So we love you. Thank you for coming. A.D. Bryant, all 6 episodes of Shrill stream tomorrow on Hulu, and we'll be right back. Wow. Okay, it's not a rock concert. And Whoopi is still on the mend. We're hoping she'll be back here soon, maybe next week. We'll see. Hurry back, Whoopi, and get well.
closer to you.
Sit next to me. I think I have to do the show, though. You see here. I need the camera.
Oh, my God.
Sit in my chair. Sit in my chair.
Why are you standing? Sit down.
I'm like,
I know. I tell you, we did not know. I have to tell you. So after, I mean, I have to tell everybody that Brian kept his big bazoo shut for once
I
in
know.
his life.
No one told us.
No one told us
I don't even know what we're doing. Seriously.
We